Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Ada coming in to do a short video. The other night, guys, I had a dream, and I feel like it was a God-given dream. And I prayed about whether I should share it or not, and I felt like I needed to share it. But this is entitled, They Want Your Identity. Okay, guys, God has blessed us with certain gifts and certain talents, and sometimes people will desire those gifts and talents, not realizing that those gifts came from God. And so, with that being said, a lot of times they will get busy trying to take on your characteristics and just do things like you would do because they desire to be you, for lack of a better word. But anyway, in this dream, me and this person that I know, we went shopping, and I had bought a very cute little dress. It was more of a formal dress than anything, and it was like a peach color, but it was really cute, and it kind of came off the shoulders. It was a very elegant dress. But anyway, with that being said, I got home and I realized that I didn't have my dress, and this person shows up with my dress on. And so I told her, I said, well, that's my dress. And, they argued with me back and forth that wasn't my dress. I said, yes, it was. That is my dress. I picked that dress out. So needless to say, when this person showed up with the dress on, they had their hair similar to mine, their styles that I have worn down. And, they had their hair just like mine. They were just like mimicking me. And I'm like, wow, what's going on? And so when I woke up, I kind of thought about it. I said, that's odd. And so, I heard the Lord say they want your identity. And a lot of times when people are trying to compete with you, there's a lot of jealousy and envy involved. And I'm not saying that we don't have people who are role models, but we admire them in a healthy way. But I'm talking about this sick competition where there's a lot of jealousy and envy and even hatred, guys, because they can't be you. And the sad part, I don't say that arrogantly, because God knows if they knew what I went through to have the character that I have now and to have the relationship with the Lord that I have now, I don't know if they would want to go through all of that. You know what I mean? If they knew the backstory to it. But I said that to say this, don't let these people intimidate you. Don't come out of character, just humble yourself and continue to be you. And set boundaries. But they really do want your identity, and a lot of times it's maybe people that you're very close to and you don't realize it. And you're sitting here hard on yourself and thinking, why? That's the first thing I would think, why? But just think about it. Think about your character. Think about how God has blessed you. Think about your heart. The way God has blessed you to be a giving, loving, genuinely loving person, genuinely giving. You don't have to try to be nice. You don't have to try to be kind. It's just in your heart. And you're light everywhere you go because that's the way God has made you. And He gave them their own gifts and talents, but they're so focused on you, they can't see the blessings that God have bestowed upon them. They can't see the gifts that God has bestowed upon them because they're so focused on you. But guys, with that being said, don't get out of character, but just know they do want to be you. They, very competitive. They're trying to, there's a lot of jealousy and even hatred, guys. So be careful. And this stuff, it just didn't come into their heart. It's been in their heart, but now it's coming to the surface and you're going to begin to see it. So just realize, working behind the scenes is the enemy. So you pray for them and you bless them, but you don't really have to be in their presence. That's a choice. Because if you feel like they're getting too toxic and they're causing too much damage, just set some boundaries, because the Lord is blessing. He's going to continue to bless. There's going to be plenty of testimonies, I'm sure. But just set boundaries, because this person that the enemy is using just want to disrupt what God is doing. They see what God is doing in your life. They see the light shining. They see that you're moving into a territory that you've never been in before. So just keep shining and realize that everybody have gifts. Everybody have talents. You're going to have those people who are competitive, and sometimes they don't even really know it. They don't even know it, but they have no reason to be jealous because they have their own gifts and talents, but they can't see it because they're so blinded by hatred and jealousy and bitterness, they can't see it. So with that being said, guys, just be careful and just remember, it's in him that we move and have our being. And they don't realize that that's the Holy Spirit glowing on you because of your obedience and your submission to his will and his way. With that being said, guys, you all have a awesome Friday. I will be in around 6, maybe 7, to do 15 minutes of prayer for the nation. Please join me because we're losing our kids at an astounding rate. And I've been led to just continue to pray for the nations and pray for our children because, it's detrimental. Those of you who, watch the news, it's very hard not to hear about the school shootings in Texas. The shooting in, I think, Tulsa, Oklahoma the other day where the doctor was murdered or what have you. Guys, we really need to be prayerful. So with that being said, guys, you all have a blessed Friday. Continue to pray for this nation. Continue to pray for me. Let's continue to pray for each other. Thank you for joining me.